Hey, what's up, my YouTube fans? I am so excited to finally present you with the first episode of 21st Vinema's new concept, where I interview entrepreneurs and local business owners on what motivates them, why they decide to embark on their entrepreneurship. And for this first episode, I have the owner of a local barbershop. It's called La Bamba Barbershop, located on South Rainbow Boulevard. If you haven't been to this barbershop yet, I highly recommend. This was the first barbershop that I tried when I came to Las Vegas. It stood out to me because of its large social media presence and also its ease of booking. Definitely check out their website where you can book all the different services, choose your barber, and secure your appointment. I also really like how they use Suavecito, which is the go-to product I put into my hair. And I think that this is going to be really helpful and inspirational to those of you who not only may want to start their own barbershop, but also just in general, starting your own business. There's a lot of valuable advice, a lot of valuable information in this episode. So I will see you guys in a bit. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Vincent with 21st Vinema. I'm here at the world famous La Bamba Barbershop in Las Vegas, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Miguel, the owner. So thank you very much for having me here today. I appreciate it.
Right on. What's up, y'all? What up? What's going on?
Yeah. So let's start off with getting to know a little bit about yourself. Are you from the area?
Sure. I've been in Vegas. I've been a resident here for about 12 years. Me and the wife moved up here from Salt Lake City, Utah, and we kind of did the whole industry thing out here. And when it was time, we kind of saved up our money to open up our first business, which was actually a esthetician salon. They do eyelashes, and after the 6 years and it started being successful, I got the courage to want to open up my own thing, and I went to barber school and opened up the barbershop.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's what this channel really is about, about why people, go on and do this kind of stuff, follow their dreams, follow their passion, because obviously it's a big financial commitment, big mental commitment. And I know this is cliche, but far too many times do I know people who, they say they want to do something, but there's always something holding them back, whether that be financial, mental, mindset. But it's a cliche for a reason, and that's what the point of this channel is about, is to interview people who are, fearless, go on to follow their dreams, and hopefully you, yourself, the individual, is influencing someone out there to also do the same. So without ado, obviously you're a barber. What do you like to do outside of it? Like, what are your hobbies?
Okay, well, to be honest with you, I grew up actually breakdancing professionally, so I did that for a long time, and I did a lot of shows out here in on the strip and stuff like Jabberwockies, Mind Free, Chris Angel, Magic Show, doing kind of gigs like that. That was kind of my passion growing up. And after a while, you get a little older, those kind of things aren't really paying the bills the way they're supposed to. So you kind of got to pick and choose your battles on what you want to do. You want to follow a career that might not be as the payoff won't be as much as like a regular kind of job, or what kind of thing you wanted to do. I kind of wanted to continue doing something I love to do, but I just was sure my whole life that I didn't want to really go out and be in the corporate field. So I didn't really want to do that. I always wanted to be my own man and my own boss, and I got to the point where I finally was able to do it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. How long have you been cutting hair for? So
I've been cutting hair professionally for about 5 years now. Prior to that, I actually had no barber experience, but I knew that I wanted to get good at it. I always found myself at the barbershop every other week. So after a while, I knew that that's something that I could accomplish and do. Growing up, I was real good at drawing and art and stuff like that, so I just kind of felt like that was my next step. The wife, like I told you before, we were already running an esthetician salon, and so I wanted to get kind of more familiar with the industry and the service industry, and what better way to do it than to do the same type of service but for men, in the sense. So it's similar, but it's the same kind of clientele, service industry. So it went hand in hand. So I was able to catch on real quick when it was time to open up the barbershop.
Cool, okay. Yeah. Artists unite. I myself, cinematographer. My girlfriend, she's a fine artist. She does a lot of painting and stuff like that. So
Right.
I can really relate to being able to, do something that isn't in the corporate field, something where you could be your own man, where you can, go in and kind of put your name on the work that you're doing and say like, wow, like I created that.
Right,
That's cool.
right.
Not to say that other people in the corporate world can't do that, but it's just a different route that you want to take.
It's just a different route, and honestly, growing up, I used to think once we were doing that business, I used to think that maybe business was for everybody. And as the years went going on, and you run into hardships along the way trying to create your idea and trying to put it out there and on paper and turn it into a business. So after a while, I kind of realized that it's not for everyone. To be honest with you, it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of consistency, and not a lot of people have that in them to make that happen. I do feel blessed that I had someone like my wife who was in the industry who helped me, who I look to for mentorship as far as clientele, services. So it was a little easier for me to do. But honestly, if it wasn't for that, I'm not even sure if I would have the courage to do that myself. Yeah.
Right. And I hear that you say patience and consistency. I think those two things are so important with chasing your dreams, doing whatever it is, because I'm sure it was scary in a way to go out and invest, the
100%,
money
100%.
and the time to do this, especially in such a hard time during COVID.
Right.
You must have, I couldn't even imagine, like, as a business owner, what were the things that were running through your head, like, especially when this is a business where you got to be hands-on. It's not something you could virtually cut some's hair.
100%. Well, to be honest with you, we opened in September, so it's been a year now. We did open in 2020 during the pandemic. But, in all honesty, I told the wife, I told her the truth. I just felt like, we have this pandemic going on, and if it continues and it gets worse, then we're still in the same spot as if we were to be, if I started and opened this thing up. I just kind of was like, is this the end of the world? Are we done? Like, is nobody going to work ever again? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, if that's the case, then money's no good anyways. Then your stocks are no good anyways.
Yeah.
So I decided to roll the dice and open up regardless. I mean, you're always going to work in life, and this was just another little kind of stop along the way, which was real impactful, but it also made me want to work that much harder and accomplish what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good way to think about it, to think like, if the world's going to end anyways, may as well give it my all.
You got to give it your all. At the end of the day, that money's no good anyways, so you can't take it with you. And I know those bills keep coming, so you got to continue and push forward. I guess my little advice to anybody else out there trying to pursue their business and stuff is follow through. I think people don't follow through. I think maybe they might make it halfway and quit, might make it a quarter of the way and quit. But you have to follow through. This isn't a sprint; it's a marathon.
Right.
And in order to see the blessings that come from the business, you got to be in this longer than a year. It takes consistency, and it takes for you to figure out that formula in your industry and how you're going to work your magic with it, and how your puzzles are going to work together to accomplish your business. Everyone has a different idea on what business is, so it's really catered to what you are looking to accomplish. It's not one size fits all. The way I cook my chili is different than the way you cook it, so you got to figure out what recipe you want to follow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you already answered my next question, because my next question was, what are the keys to success in this business, or just anything in terms of being an entrepreneur? And I think you said it multiple times, is following through, persistent.
Consistency, follow through, consistency, and just being able to put aside all the noise and focus on what you need to accomplish, and to follow it through. You can't. There's so much noise when you want to do something. People's advice, people's ideas. They'll come. The world will kind of come towards you, and it might feel like you can't accomplish what you got to do because of everyone else's noise. So if you want to accomplish something, you gotta kind of just gotta take the horse by its reins and get it going. You can't really listen to anybody else, because their vision is not your vision, and in order for you to accomplish it, only you know how to do that.
I 100% agree with that. I myself, who during the pandemic went like actually left my job.
Right.
That I became a telemarketer because originally we were outside sales, and unfortunately it's a business where the company couldn't take on the liability, so we had to stay home. And my passion is to meet people and actually get to know business owners like you yourself. So I'm essentially doing the same thing.
Right.
Doing something that I'm passionate about, which is interlaced with cinematography, as you can see on this channel. And before I let you go, Miguel, I just got one last question.
Sure.
For the people, like the kids, the people who aspire to be just like you, if they want to be a barber, what would you say the first step to achieving that goal?
Well, as the years went on, my appreciation for barbering actually kind of morphed into something else. For aspiring barbers or even aspiring business owners, I think it's so important for you to get out on the field and actually understand what you're getting yourself into. Everyone wants to open up a business, but you should actually go try to work for someone, or you should try to go be a part of the community and make that happen. You don't want to start from zero. So if you go work for somebody, you want me to answer that?
You want to?
That's cool. Okay. We'll keep going. So
we'll keep going. Parts of owning a barbershop. It's 24/7.
24/7. So it's real important, I think, as entrepreneurs to go work for someone. It doesn't hurt to go work for someone. Everyone wants the business right now, but you don't have. You got to baby steps. I had a lot of mentors and a lot of bosses that I worked for prior to owning my own business. And from their mistakes or from their hardships, I actually learned what not to do, or from their successes, I learned what to do, how to carry yourself. So if you really want to be successful in business, you have to be around like-minded people and work for someone, and don't be scared to get dirty with it and start from the bottom. I think a lot of people want it now, and they want the notoriety of actually owning something, but without having a solid foundation that you can get throughout the city, you're not going to be successful. Barbering takes more than just the actual skill of cutting hair and taking an inch off. It's more than that. It's communication, it's relationships, it's following through, and it's being mature enough to sit with another human being and accomplish a service on them. So it's more of a mature thing that kind of comes with age. So you're out here conversating with so many different types of people. It's a barbershop is a watering hole of ideas. So if you're set in your ways and you're only set up this way, it's going to be hard for you to become acclimated in a barbershop, because there's not just one way of thinking, and there's no wrong or right way of thinking. So you have to be open to many people's ideas, and that comes with maturity. So if you're a barber and you're young, just listen, follow through, and just hone your skills down, but also hone your communication skills and your community skills. This is a neighborhood barbershop. This is more than just a haircut. We're not just cooking a hamburger and getting it out the door. This is an actual service that means something to people. We're essential. People need us to get work. They need us to look good for their funerals. They need to look good, presentable to get that raise. They have to look good for the date. These are real moments in our lives, and we are essential in their lives. So you gotta respect the craft, respect what you do, and I feel like if you respect what you do, it'll come back and show you that respect back.
There you have it. Words of advice from Miguel, owner of La Bamba Barbershop in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for being on here with me. I want to just do a special shout out to my little cousin who also cuts hair, and I hope that this video and these words from Miguel could help you aspire or help you chase your dreams and your passion. So again, thank you very much for your time.
God bless, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right.
21st Amendment. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Oh. Get me, bro.